Yo, what up, nyas? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine. About to make a quick video about standards. You know, a lot of people talk about standards, and I hear a lot of people saying things like, your standards are too high. Like, not to me personally, but in general. You hear things like, that's unrealistic, or if you're waiting for that, you know, you're crazy, this, and that. But I want to make a quick video talking about my view on standards and why people should have their standards, whether it's ridiculous or not, and let me explain to you why. Now, first off, you just gotta understand the odds. Life is really about odds. Life is like a big gamble. You know what I mean? Everything you do is a gamble. The way you cross the street, that's a gamble. The food you eat, that's a gamble. If you smoke or drink, those are gambles. Life is like a humongous gamble. So whenever you do anything in life, you gotta take the safest option you have. The safest option when it comes to your life. When it comes to your love life, you wanna take the smartest option, as long as you can control yourself, because you know sometimes you're so in love with someone or some situation or something that your mind is controlled by your heart. But as long as your mind can control your heart, you should take full responsibility and make the smartest decision. So let's say there's a guy who's like, I don't want a girlfriend unless she's 6 feet tall, and she has a real fat ass, blonde hair, blue eyes, D-cup tits, she's a millionaire, all these things. That's what he wants, right? And that's okay. I wouldn't tell him your standards are too high. I would just say this to him. Okay, that's the kind of girl you want. But let me ask you something. What do you think the odds are of you getting a girl like that? What are the odds of you getting a girl like that? Seriously. I would ask him, what are the odds of you getting a girl like that? And if he says, oh, you know, any day, blah, blah, blah. Well, depending on the guy, I can tell him if it's realistic or not. You know, if he's a rich guy, he probably can find it. But if he's like some poor guy who's not really attractive, you know, I may respond to him in such a way. So if he's a poor guy who's not very attractive, I would say to him like, look, keep your standards. I wouldn't tell you to change it. Keep those standards, but I want you to know that odds are you will be single for the rest of your life. And if you can deal with that, keep your standards. Keep it. If someone's satisfied being single for the rest of their life, because they have this crazy imagination of their perfect person, they can't find it. As long as they're satisfied with possibly being single for the rest of their life, what's the problem? Oh, he's never going to find a girlfriend. He's satisfied being single. So I don't see his standards as too high. Now, let's say there's a guy who, let's say, how do I put it? Oh, there's a rich guy. The rich guy, he's probably attractive too. It doesn't matter, he has money. And he has those standards. I will tell him, well, I wouldn't say any day. I'm like, well, keep searching. Keep traveling. I'm pretty sure you will find it. And especially with his money and his looks, that will make him more appealing to a woman like that, who's at least 6 feet, big titties, blonde hair, blue eyes, and a fat ass. No, he can probably find that. His eyes of finding that are much higher than the other guys. But it doesn't matter. There's no such thing as standards that are too high if you're willing to be single for the rest of your life. Some people are like that. Some people are really like that. But when it comes to the people who aren't satisfied with being single for the rest of their life, you need to treat it like fucking Las Vegas. Right? So if you're a guy who doesn't want to be single, you want to meet a woman within the next 2 years, you gotta use your brain and do some math. It's like, alright, from a 0 to 10, from what I've seen through my life, I'm probably like a 6.2, somewhere around there. So my standards of a woman I want to find within the next 2 years should be about a 6 through 7, something like that. Because if you keep shooting for a 10, you keep shooting for that 10, perfect this, perfect that, real smart, rich and all that, you look for that 10, odds are you're not going to find it within 2 years. You're not going to find it, you're going to waste your time. Because the odds of that are so fucking little. You know what I mean? So for a person who's not willing to be single, a person who has a time frame like 2 years or 1 year, you don't have the luxury to fucking be like, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect girl. Because odds are you're going to waste your time. And you don't get to try again. So if you're 28, you wasted 2 years, now you're 30, you can't go back to 28. You're 30. That's done. Those years are gone. And there's no coming back. So you gotta be wise with all your decisions about the people you like, the people you want in your life. You really have to be smart about it because it's you. It's you. Because you know, a lot of people, I can't find anybody. I can't, nigga, it's you. You want to know something? Because first of all, if you lowered your standards, you would have found somebody a long time ago. Now, I know you can't help how you feel about people, but anyone will have more success with the opposite sex or the same sex if they lowered their standards. All of you. All of you. Not even just looks, even with mentality. You know, there's a lot of people on YouTube, I can't find anyone, I can't find anyone. I'm like, first of all, it's not that you can't find anyone. It's just you don't like the girls who like you. And if you don't think there's girls who like you, you're crazy. Because I guarantee you there are. But you just don't like those girls. Maybe they're really big and fat like a circle and they can roll down the street. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe she got a disfigured arm and one eye closed all the time. You don't like that? But there are girls who are willing to give you the time of day, but odds are you don't like those girls because, not saying your standards are too high, but your standards aren't that low. And maybe sometimes if you really want to try love, blah, 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 you should lower your standards, especially for you emotional guys, because when it comes to this love shit, a lot of times it happens not at first sight, but it happens as you get to know the person, so give them a try. You know, I don't see why not. Like, look, maybe seriously, maybe one day you guys, maybe you'll be on a train or something, right? And this girl's like looking at you and like she obviously just wants your attention. She's dying for your attention, you know. And you know, she's not very pretty. You know, she's kind of fat, but she's like, you know, she's bashful. She wants your attention and she's just making it obvious, you know. Dude, I don't see what's the big deal to take her out to dinner. You know, just be nice, get her flowers, ask for her number, whatever, you know. Because you never know. You could take her home. She could have a real nice body. So I would go for that if I were you. And that's basically it, people. I'm out. Let me know what you think. Later.